Hey guys, Saturday night, game 4. Storm 14U taking on Midland. This is another 16U team that our 14U team's taking on. Starting out with Tees, Wood, and Monahan up front, and Larson and Bushhouse on D. McDarris in net. Puck back into our defensive zone. Avery's going to pop it up the boards. Can't get it past the blue line. Tees pushes it over to Wood. Wood back up to Tees. Tees brings it up. Gets bundled up in between some adversaries. Bushhouse with a shot from the blue line. Gets deflected by a bunch of feet. Larson sends it back over to neutral. Midland bringing it back down into our defensive zone. Tees picks it up. Picked by Midland. Shot. McDarris pushes it off. Bushhouse picks up, sends it up the boards to Wood. Wood can't get it cleared back down into our defensive zone. Avery goes down into the corner. Van Bergen is in, pushes it up to Tees. Tees over to Wood. Wood in the neutral, skates it up, gets caught up, but she shoves it down into our offensive zone. We've got a shift change. Layton coming in with Cowan and Chucky on D. Wright is also in now with Van Bergen. Midland across the neutral zone, down into our defensive zone. Cowan going to pick it up, takes it behind the net, shoots it back up to a waiting Caitlin Wright. Wright can't get it off to Audrey. Midland with a shot deflected by McDarris. Shot again, goes behind the net. Wright pushes it out into the neutral ice. Van Bergen's gonna pressure, but can't get there in time, and puck is sent back down into our defensive zone. Cowan picks this one up, comes back up, sends it up the wall to a waiting Van Bergen. Van Bergen out to Layton in neutral. Layton takes it across into our offensive zone, goes left, looking to make a tight pass, gets the shot off, deflected by the goalie. Smith and Bruner in now at D. Pucked back into our defensive zone. Bruner picks it up behind the net, shoots it back up, but picked off by Midland. Bringing it back around the net. Smith bodied block. Audrey comes away with the puck. Audrey across to Cunningham in neutral ice. Cunningham loses the puck back out into neutral, and Midland's going to ice it. So we'll be back up in our offensive zone. With Tees, Ross, and Cunningham. Bushhouse and Larson back out. Larson pops it backhand. Midland pops it back into neutral. Larson finds Tees right in the middle of the ice. Tees loses the handle. Cunningham trying to keep it. Midland pops it back over across neutral into our defensive zone. Larson's going to have to pick it up. She shoots it back up the wall, picked up at on the yellow by Midland. Centering pass picked off by Ross, who kicks it out to the blue line, picks it up in neutral, takes it down the boards. Ross falls. Midland shoots it back into neutral. Tees trying to keep it away. Puck is iced. And we'll be going back to our offensive zone. We've got Wood and Monahan out with Layton at center, Cowan and Chucky at D. 8:21 left to go in the first. Midland comes away with the puck. And if we're not playing Midland, Sorry about that. I'll just keep saying it until it's proven wrong. Chucky backhands the puck back, but Midland picks it off, takes a shot. McDarris deflects, picked up by Wood, who tries to get it out. Cowan gonna take it, shoots it up to Monahan, but she doesn't see the puck coming. Cowan being aggressive, going down behind the net, chasing the puck. Chucky defending. Audrey's out in neutral ice, giving fits to whomever. Cowan, Layton, both behind the net, popping it away from Midland. Gets out to Wood, who fell, but Cunningham comes away with it. Chucky comes away with it, pushes it out into neutral ice. Chucky's going to get a chance again and shoots it from our defensive zone up into neutral, picked off by Midland. McDarris with a high deflection with the stick. Puck out to Layton. She gets it out into the neutral zone. Gets held up just on the good side of the blue line. Midland shoots the puck around to the opposite side where Wood is there to shoot it back. Smith and Smith and Tees and Van Bergen in with Tees takes it behind the net, gets picked off. Smith pushes the puck the other way, Wright gonna pick it up in the corner. She gets trapped. Riley Bruner pops their stick in there to get the puck moving. Defensive man from Midland tries to take it in, going nowhere. Tees picks it off. Tees shoots across neutral ice, sees Van Bergen on the opposite side of the ice. Van Bergen passes back, pass picked off by Midland, right in the sweet spot. Midland taking it back into our defensive zone. Body block by McDarris. Bruner tries to get it to Van Bergen, but puck didn't bounce along the walls. Bruner gonna have to go to work. Shoots it back the opposite way where Cunningham's waiting. She's attacked by a swarm of Midland peoples. McDarris, stick block. McDarris covers it up. And looks like we'll have some new personnel. Larson and Bushhausen at D, Ross, Layton, and Cunningham up front. Midland comes away with it, takes a shot, blocked by Larson's skates. Bushhouse pushes it up, but picked off at the blue line. Bushhouse again takes the puck back. She's going to take it up a little bit. She sees it waiting. Monahan in the middle of the ice. Monahan gets away with it. She's a lefty. Can't get the shot off, but Cunningham came flying in and tried to help her. Wood coming in with Monahan and Layton. Bushhouse Larson. Face off in our offensive zone. Puck gets put right in front, pretty close to front of the goal. Wood picks it up in the corner, shoots it back. Centering pass, no go. Larson tracks the puck down into the corner of our defensive zone, takes it behind the net, has to reverse the other way, gets trapped by some folks. Dangerous pass across the Monahan. Midland's D shoots it back down. Larson puts it into the neutral ice. Keeps it there. Monahan and lots of people working on it. Larson shoots it further down into our offensive zone. Larson gets clobbered. Midland coming up around. Van Bergen coming in to put some pressure. Shot comes off. McDarris pushes it out. Bushhouse pushes the puck up into neutral. Goes through 4 players, has to go in the corner. Right, centering pass to Van Bergen, no go. Bushhouse shoots it in, foot race. And shot on the Autumn's right side. 3:33 left to go in the first period. 1-0 Midland. Tees, Van Bergen, Wood out there with Chucky and Cowan. Caitlin, the shot. Caught by the goalie. Chucky lets it fly, body blocked by Midland. Cowan reaches it in neutral, shoots it back up. Caitlin Wright can't quite get a hold of it, but she blocks it with her body. Tees comes across neutral. Cowan takes it, sends it back up into our offensive zone. Midland picks it up down low, shoots it back into neutral. We've got icing. .302 left to go. 1-0 game. Tees, right, Van Bergen, Bruner trying to get the puck, a shot off, can't get it. Bruner tracks it into neutral, sends it up the wall, back into our offensive, comes back into neutral. Smith gonna go get this one in our defensive zone. Smith sends it up in the middle of the ice. Midland's the only one there. Midland puts it back down behind the net. Bruner tries to shoot it up, can't get the puck off. Van Buren stuck in the corner. Midland comes out with it. Bunch of blocks there by Skates and McDarris. Tees on a 2-on-1. Tries to juke and forgets the puck. And we have offsides. Tees out with Ross and Cunningham now. Larson and Bushhouse. Cunningham, backhand, picked off, or cut off shot. Ross there takes a couple. Bushhouse tries to kick the puck in, goes out in a neutral. Tees gonna pick it up in our defensive zone, shoots it back, no go. Deflect by McDarris. McDarris covers it up. Whistle's finally blown. 1:49 left to go in the first period. 1-0 game. Same crew. Tees pushes it back to Larson, who shoots it behind the net. Bushhouse has to go back in the corner. She tries to put it up. Comes out right in front of our net. Tees runs it down. She's got a waiting Cunningham. Can't get the puck off. Cunningham shoots the puck towards the goalie, who collects it with her glove hand. Leighton staying out. Monahan and Wood coming out with Chucky and Cowan. Face off our offensive zone, right of goal. Audrey ties the puck up. Midland comes in to get it. Wood does a great job. Aggressive. Cowan with a 2-on-1. shot goes right in front of Autumn, but doesn't go in. Midland with a shot from the blue line goes down in the corners. Cowan picks off the centering pass. Monahan blocks the pass. Cowan pushes the puck back, takes it behind the net. Midland again shoots it down. It's like Monahan pushes it. Cowan gonna have to go down the corners. Chucky cuts off the shot. Midland gets one in though. 28 seconds left to go, 2-0 game. Went by right leg of McDarris. Bruner and Smith out with Tees, Van Bergen, and Wright. Bruner pushes it up the wall in neutral. Addie picks it up, brings it back around through the neutral ice, goes left, gets center, can't get their shot off. Smith gonna take one, gets body blocked. Foot race. Midland catches the puck in their own skates. Bruner sends it in neutral. And we've got offsides as the buzzer goes. Go ahead and so we are in a Canlan ice rink. 3 sheets of ice side by side. There's no barriers in between, so we've got public ice behind us. That's where all the music's coming from, and then we've got the Winnipeg Saints are warming up behind us presently. So I'll mute while we are in our time between periods. Sorry. So, starting second period, we're down 2-0. Layton with the drop. Midland shoots it back. Bushhouse collects, sends it in neutral ice. Midland's D is there, shoots it up, cross neutral back into our defensive zone. Larson picks it up on the wall, but she's tackled by a couple of girls. Bushhouse takes it behind the net, sends it to Van Bergen, who sends it up to Layton. Midland shoots it back. Van Bergen, Layton working together. Van Bergen comes away with it. Is able to get a shot off, but it is stopped by the glove. Layton, right backhand, goes behind the net. Larson puts it down well wide of the net. Audrey can't get past one of the players. Van Bergen had to come pick up the puck. Audrey back in that corner. Puck goes up to Bushhouse, who takes a swing, body blocked. Larson sends it back, and we've got offsides. Chucky Cowan come out on D. Tees with Cunningham and Ross up front. Tees with the drop in neutral, sends it over to Ross, or I'm sorry, Cunningham. Cunningham puts it up into our offensive zone. Cunningham pushes the puck down. Tees goes to find it. Tees with a shot north of the goal. Chucky in the corner, sends it back down. Picked off by Midland. He's going to take it behind our net. Cunningham there, sends it up the yellow. Cowan stops. Puck comes out into neutral. Cunningham, I'm sorry, it's Chucky. Too many blue hats. Puck back into our defensive zone. Tees traps the puck on the wall, gets some help from Chucky. Cowan taking some swings. Chucky staying with her, sends it to Cunningham, but the puck goes back down low. Cunningham, Cowan back beside the net. Autumn with a couple of saves with her stick. Cowan sends it back out on the wall. Chucky sends it to Cunningham, right the center ice, picked off by Midland. Midland comes back down, Tees on him. Puck behind the net, player loses it in her skates. Pushed out. Cowan in neutral ice. Cunningham sends it down low. Cowan and Ross going after it. Midland sends it back along the blue line, shoots it out across neutral ice into our offensive zone. And we've got puck down into our offensive zone. Layton, Monahan, and Wood. Layton goes behind the net. Wood helps out. Bruner can't stretch far enough. Puck goes out into neutral. Smith sends it back up to a waiting Wood. And Midland has offsides. So we'll have puck drop, neutral ice. Waiting on a player for Midland. Layton ties the puck up pretty much where we're at. A bunch of people have to come in and help get it out of there. Monahan in neutral ice takes it up into our offensive zone. She's on the left side, swings. Blocked by the goalie who lays out. Puck still in play. Shot up the yellow line. Smith tries to stop it, but it bounced over her waist. Bruner. McDarris pushes the puck behind the net. Bruner picks it up, sees Wood. Wood gets picked up. Puck bouncing around between some people. Smith again sends it up along the line. Audrey gonna pick this one up to Wood. Wood loses the puck. Midland in neutral, sends it back down the line for a waiting Bruner, who sends it back to Wood. Finally, the puck's sent across the ice, where Midland dumps it so they can get some changeover. Bruner to Layton. Layton back up into neutral, right, and Layton working on the blue line, get it into our offensive ice. Larson gonna have to play D on this one. Shot blocked by McDarris. A lot of saves by lots of people there in front of the net. Van Bergen bringing the puck up, gets it to right. Right goes right, takes a shot, and it is caught by the glove of a goalie. So we'll have a puck drop in our offensive zone. Tees, right, Van Bergen with Bushhouse and Larson. Puck goes right under Wright's feet. Larson tries to pick it up on the blue, sends it back down. It's going about 4 feet. Back and forth, lots of kicks, finally Grace gets her stick on it. Sends it down low, puck back up to Grace, Grace to Van Bergen. Van Bergen takes a shot, caught by the goalie. 6:58 left to go, still a 2-0 game, or 0-2 game. Canadians are very excitable. That's who's screaming. Drop. Tease back to Larson. Larson swings. It's body blocked. Grace tries to get the puck back out. Wright can't quite get a hold of it. Bushhouse and Van Bergen touch it. I think somebody's sitting on it. Puck out. Tease popping. Bushhouse trying to get it. Midland takes it behind our net. Larson tries to send the puck up to Tease. Tease to Wright. Wright to Tease. Tease takes it across middle ice. Goes left. Got Van Bergen waiting for her. Blue line pass to Larson. Just not quite there. Midland takes it back across neutral ice. Cunningham pressures. Bushhouse pops the puck back up the wall. Van Bergen pops it over to Layton. Layton has to push it through some people to get up the wall into the corner. Larson to Ross. Ross swings. Stopped by some skates. Larson sends it deep behind our net. Defensive shift change. Chucky having to come all the way across. Chucky sends it back up to Ross, who can't get the puck out of neutral. Chucky back down into the corner. Puck goes behind our net. Midland, Cowan stops at the blue line. Stick skate, traps it on the wall. Gabby's got it stuck in her skate, but Midland pops it out behind. Chucky pushes it back. Midland, a lot of activity in the neutral zone. Cunningham tries to bust it through, can't get through people. Cowan gonna pick this one up down low, takes it behind our net, shoots it up the wall into the corner. Audrey's there to get it. Audrey pushes it into neutral, but is trapped by some folks. Cowan pursues in the corner. McDarris with a body block. Cunningham giving fits up top, and puck just went up in the net, so we gotta have a drop in neutral ice. Personnel change. Brunner Smith out with Wood, Tease, and Monahan. Tease over to Wood, Strong, back up into the net, so we'll have a drop again. Tease Strong to Wood. Tease comes back out with it, sends it back to Brunner, shoots it up just along the wall, but the puck goes across neutral ice to Smith. Smith to Monahan right at the blue line. Tease trying to pick it up. Midland winds up pushing it back into our defensive ice. Smith there. Her pass winds up getting picked off by Midland. Shot blocked by McDarris. Lots of activity. Whistle. I don't know if a whistle was blown or if that was on the other end of the ice. Seems a little bit confusing. We'll have puck drop in our defensive zone. Larson, Bushhouse out with Tease, Wood, and Monahan. Tease to Monahan. Puck goes up to Blue. Blocked by McDarris. Wood in the corner. Block again. Bushhouse up to Monahan. Monahan can't get it past that defense or that forward. McDarris pushes it back over to the other side. McDarris another block with her stick. Grace tries to get it up, can't clear the defenseman. Tease to Monahan. Monahan misses the pass, but tracks it down, sends it back down into our offensive zone in the corner. Coming back around to Larson. She shoots it, but deflected off of Wood's skate. Puck stops the blue line, goes out into neutral. Midland skates it up, shoots it down behind the net. Tees backhands to Van Bergen. Van Bergen gets struck on the wall. No, Midland comes out, blocked by McDarris. Wood trying to get the puck through neutral. Midland's D to D, and then shoot it up to their blue line, and we've got offsides. We'll have a drop in neutral ice. We've got Ross and Wright with Layton and Chucky and Cowan back blue. Cowan takes the puck across, pushes it down, follows it into the corner. Right there. Oh, Cowan and Layton can't stop the puck. It goes off into our defensive zone. Cowan into the corner. Centering pass cut off by Layton. Cowan up the wall to Ross. Ross puts it into neutral ice. It goes off into our offensive zone, but picked up by Midland. Midland takes it behind their own net. Tries to shoot it up the wall. Chucky's there. She sends it back down into the corner. High pass across the ice. Chucky defends. McDarris clears him out. Chucky goes flying. Chucky picks off that pass. Ross takes it up into neutral. Backhand. Chucky just got faced. Got a forearm to the face. Midland will be entering into a penalty box. Although I don't think that's the girl that actually popped her in the face. That's weird. Larson, Bushhouse out there with Cunningham, Tees, and Ross. Tees can't pull that one back. Larson collects along the yellow. Cunningham centering pass, nobody there. Larson can't stop the puck from going out into neutral. Sends it back up the yellow. Cunningham to Tees. Tees can't take the pass through her legs. Picks it up. Tees with a shot. No going. Larson, swing, blocked. 22 seconds left to go in the second. We are on a power play. 1 minute, 29 seconds left to go on that. Larson, shot goes wide of the net. Bushhouse stops the puck. Puck gets caught in her skates. Gets it up in the corner to Ross. Ross having to chase. Puck gets sent around the yellow. Larson again. Shot. It's too dainty. And that's the end. We will be on the power play for next minute 7 when we enter into the third period. And I will pause it for you. Mute. So start of the third period. We are on a power play. 1:07 left to go. Tees, Van Bergen, and Wright. Tees pushes it up into our offensive zone, but it comes right back out. Wright trying to get the puck in. Bushhouse misses the puck coming across neutral. Gonna have to go get it down in our defensive zone. She takes it back up, sends it to Van Bergen. Van Bergen over to Larson, or Tees. Tees thought about, looks like trying to get the pass to Wright, but let it go. Wright kicks it back down low. Puck gonna roll down the ice. Oh my God. 4:15 to go, and we had, goal. Darn it. Yeah, there you go. Jay, audio guy. Puck goes behind the net.
Crystal has finally stopped cussing over whatever she was cussing about. Just kidding.
No, you're probably right. Oh, Gabby from the knees sends it back down low. Midland, Cowan still working, pushes it down, lets Ross deal with the folks along the wall. Ross is down the corner. T's gonna join her. A lot of activity still in the corner. Ross finally brings it out. Centering pass missed. Chucky takes a swing on it, goes behind the net. Ross tracks it down. Ross again in the corner, centering pass. Picked off by Midland, looking for Cunningham. Cunningham comes around the net, sends it back up to Ross. Puck out into neutral ice. Chucky gonna pick it up. Chucky takes it behind the net. Can't clear Midland. Tease gets it, takes it into neutral. Left, backhand pass across the ice. Misses Ross, but Wright's there. Right shot is stopped. $11:52 left to go in the third. Puck drop in our offensive zone. Finally pops out. Midland takes it behind the net. Van Bergen and Wright working on it. Layton picks off the pass. Puck at the blue line. Comes out. Van Bergen trying to keep it in. A lot of activity in that corner. Puck finally gets moving. It's in the neutral zone. Avery to Van Bergen to Layton to Wright. Wright sends it into the opposing team's hand. Drop at center ice. Midland comes away with it. Midland down into the corner of our defensive zone. Avery pushes it up along the yellow line. Caitlin missed the puck. Midland there, Van Bergen there. Right there. Larson sends it to Layton, who gets it across the blue line. Van Bergen across neutral. Battling, but Midland picks it up. Backhands up to their blue line across neutral. But Audrey's going to take it across the neutral ice on her left wall. Gets smushed. Midland takes the puck behind their net. Centering pass. Avery kept it in. Puck comes out into neutral. Midland missing. Van Bergen out. Bruner going to go get the puck along the yellow line. Can't clear Midland, who goes behind our net. Centering pass doesn't connect. And McDarris covers it up. $9:59 left to go in the third. Still an 0-3 game. Tease, Monahan, and Wood with Bruner and Smith. Bruner behind the net. Reverses. Goes the other way. Sends the puck up to Wood. Wood gets tripped for all intents and purposes. If it doesn't fall. Tease and Monahan just out of her reach. Monahan has to go down the corner. Puck behind behind the net. Pass Bruner. Tease picks it up. Cuts back. Tries to pass across the net. Body blocked. Monahan in neutral ice. Back to Midland. Midland down into the corner. Bruner behind the net. Sends it up to a waiting Wood. Wood sees Monahan but sends it back behind her. Midland gets it. Across neutral ice again. Tease giving fits. Bruner picks up the puck. Puck behind our net. Centering pass. Smith there. Bruner there. Sticks are lost. McDarris covers it up. Layton, Russ, and Cunningham out there with Cowan and Chucky. Drop in our defensive zone. Midland comes away with it. Behind our net. Midland takes it. Ross is knocked down trying to get to the puck. Midland sets it up again through neutral ice, brings it back into our defensive zone. Layton picks off a pass but can't clear the blue line. Chucky can't clear blue line. Backhand shot deflected by McDarris' stick. Layton sends the puck into neutral ice. Ross can't get a body on Midland. Back across neutral. Down along the left wall. Layton picks up the puck, takes it up on her left. Gets bodied. Midland comes away with it. Midland Layton's down low. Ross is there. Layton's on her knees. Puck comes out. Grace tries to push it out. Whistle blown. Zoe's gonna go to the box. Huh? Double penalty. .738 to go. So a player or a team in the box. We're still playing 5-man. Midland D to D, sends it up across neutral. Avery tries to pop the puck out. No going. Shot comes out, deflected by Larson. Puck behind the net. Goes behind our net. Midland's backhand picked up by Tees. Tees skates it up her left. Being strong, backhand is picked off by the goalie. 6:57 left to go. We're down by 3. Bruner and Smith, along with Van Bergen, Wright, and Tees. Smith's pass to Bruner, almost picked off. Bruner sends it down low again. Midland picks it up. Van Bergen there, can't come away with it. Puck comes out on Smith. Bruner taps it back. Van Bergen, strong, right across the net. Ice to Wright. Wright's shot is caught by the goalie. 6:29 left to go. We'll have drop in our offensive zone. Smith and Bruner with Monahan, Layton, and Wood. Wood taps it to Smith. Smith shot is suffocated. Audrey goes flying as some Midland comes in a little aggressively. Again, Midland collapses on Audrey. Audrey comes out with it, pushes the puck behind the net. Midland pushes it back up the yellow. Wright can't get in there. Layton picks it off, sends it back, and we've got offsides because Monahan hadn't cleared the blue line yet. Chucky and Cowan in D. Monahan and Wood up front. Cross ice high pass again. Cowan, Midland, Shot deflected by McDarris. Puck not cleared. Cowan picks off pass. Goes down to the corner. McDarris body block. Or, sorry, glove block. Glove catch. 5:42 left to go. Wood and Monahan, Layton, Cowan, Chucky. Drop in our defensive zone. Puck goes up along the wall. Shot. McDarris blocks. McDarris covers it up. Tees, Ross, and Cunningham come out with Cowan and Chucky. Cunningham up to Tees. Tees to Ross, picked off by Midland. Cowan sends it over. Cunningham picks it up on the other side of the ice, takes it up, shoots it up to Ross. Too hard. Ross has to go down. Midland picks it up, takes it behind their net. Midland falls to her knees, shoots it out. Tees picks it up to Gabby. Gabby sends it back out. Cunningham and Midland are passing it back and forth in neutral ice. Tees sends it down low. Ross behind our net. Dainty pass to Tees. Tees centering, goes wide. Bushhouse in a foot brace. McDarris blocks the shot. Midland picks it up. Avery sends it out into neutral ice. Midland D to D. Avery gonna get this one down in the corner. Van Bergen waiting for her. Bushhouse, Van Bergen to Layton. Picked off by Midland. Tees pursues, shot, I think went behind the net. Van Bergen, Layton. Layton in middle ice. Goes right. Takes a shot, goes behind the net. Bushhouse just makes it in time. Puck comes out into neutral. Van Bergen given fits. Layton takes the opposite side of the wall. Layton sends it down low. Cross the ice. Riley comes flying in, but puck still is in neutral ice. .330 score. 4-0. Midland. Riley gets the puck at the blue line, sends it up to Wood. Wood takes it all the way up the wall. Loses the handle, has to go into the corner. Works hard. Tees muscles her way in there. Puck pops out. Smith trying to body up on Midland. Shot gets off. McDarris blocks it. McDarris stick block. Shot. McDarris stick block. I think Autumn landed on the puck. Dropping our defensive. Tees, Monahan, Wood, Cowan, and Chucky. Puck into the corner. Monahan, Cowan. Cowan sends it up behind the net. Wood can't quite get there. Puck back down low. Deflected out to Tees. Tees has Monahan. Can't take the pass. With their Cowan gonna go get this puck. Takes it behind the net. Sends it up the wall. Tease wasn't quite there yet. Shot by Midland is covered up by Autumn. 2:18 left to go. Scores 4-0. Midland. Layton, Cunningham Ross, Cowan, and Chucky. Chucky tries to get the puck out, has trouble. 1 arm in it, she keeps with it. Midland backhand, McDarris covers it up. Layton. Midland takes it back behind the net. Tries to shoot it out. Backhand goes nowhere. Cowan picks it up, sends it out to Cunningham. Can't take it. Puck behind the net. Cowan on the opposite side. Backhands up the wall. Cowan, Ross. 2 girls. Layton comes in. Ross fell. Cowan's on it. Layton pushes it out. Midland's fallen. Midland shot goes north of the goal. Chucky tries to get it up to awaiting Cunningham. Puck out into open ice. Ross with it. 1-on-1. Backhand. Cowan picked up. Sends it up the glass. Midland picks it up. Layton bodies Midland and shoots the puck down low. 1:04 left to go in this game. Puck up the wall to Midland. Midland across ice. Cowan knocks the puck away. Backhand by Midland. Blocked by people. Puck shot back down low. Centering pass cut off by Tease. Shoots it across. Larson couldn't handle it. Wright tracked it down. Back into neutral ice. Right. Larson backhands. 15 seconds. Bushhouse sends it to Van Bergen, who tries to backhand, is cut off. We've got offsides. 8 seconds left to go. 4-0. We do play at 10:30 tomorrow morning against Cedar Rapids. Van Bergen and Tease. Tease swings. Blocked buzzer. So we'll see you at 10:30 tomorrow morning for the 5th place game, I think.